Hey guys, what's good? So I'm going to make a message about the horn in the Bible, okay? The horn is a symbol of power in the Bible. Okay, many people when they read their Bibles, they don't know how to interpret the Bible and they don't know what certain words mean. Okay, so I'm going to try and make a series of words in the Bible and give their meanings of what, so when you actually read those words that you might actually know what you're reading. Now, the word horn, like I say, is often referred to as power in the Bible. Whenever you read the word horn, most of the time it refers to the power. Okay, your power or God's power, depending. For example, Psalm 92 verse 10, it says, "But my horn shalt thou exalt like a horn of a unicorn, I shall be anointed with fresh oil." So you can basically say there, my power shall thou exalt. Okay, the horn in the Bible was used many times in war. For example, when they blew the walls of Jericho over, many times it was also given as a siren, as a warning to the troops of Israel that the enemy was approaching. If we take a look at Psalm 132 verse 16 and 17, it says, "I will also clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy. There will I make the horn of David to bud. I have ordained a lamp for mine anointed." Okay, so God says, I will make the horn of David to bud. In other words, the horn of David will bud. The power of David will become exceeding, in other words. Psalm 75 verse 10. This is an important one. It says, "All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted." So you can imagine all these, basically what God is saying here, what God is saying through the psalmist in Psalm 75 verse 10, as everything is written by inspiration of the Holy Spirit, is that the horn of the wicked, you can imagine a bunch of heathens blowing their horns, sounding the sound of their horns for war, okay, to declare war. Well, God is basically saying, all the horns of the wicked will I cut off. In other words, their power, their blowing of the horns, either in victory or for a war cry, will be cut off. But the horns, okay, of the righteous will be exalted. So in other words, the horns, the ram horns or the goat horns, imagine Israel of the Old Testament blowing the horns of rams and the horns of goats for the sounds of war, for a war cry or for victory, when they used to celebrate. Now God is saying that he will exalt their horn. So basically the horn is a symbol of power in the Bible. And we also read in Exodus 19 verse 6, it says, "And it came to pass on the third day in the morning that there were thunders and lightnings and a thick cloud upon the mount, and the voice of the trumpet exceeding loud, so all the people that was in the camp trembled." Okay, the voice of a trumpet, that was the voice of God. The voice of a trumpet sounded. That is the power of God. Now in Joshua 6, if you want to read about that, that's how the walls of Jericho fell. Joshua and his men, they encamped about the walls of Jericho and they blew their trumpets, I think it was 7 times. And then after the 7th time they shouted and the walls of Jericho came crashing down. So the horn has a lot to symbolize the power in the Bible. So whenever you read the word horn, and this isn't always the case, I'm saying, but a lot of the times, always bear in mind the word power with it. Understand the symbolism behind the word horn when you're reading it. Okay, so whenever you read the word horn, okay, associated with power. This is Bullet of Truth for your edification. Be blessed. Until next time. Shalom.
Oh